Here's the story of a guy named Scotty who had a house full of rescue pigs, each one of them cuter than the other. This is how they became the Piggy Bunch. The Piggy Bunch. The Piggy Bunch. This is how we became a Piggy Bunch.
Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals, and I'm with Billy, and Billy is my oldest piggy that I have. He's almost 6.5 years old, and I've had him since he was about 4 weeks old, just a little tiny baby, the size of a hamster. In this video, I want to talk about guinea pig personalities, and I want to introduce you to all of my different piggies. I have 12 piggies at the house right now. Some of them are fosters, some of them are long-term fosters, and some of them are my rescue piggies. So I want to introduce you to each one of my piggies, and I want to talk a little bit about their personalities. So first, let's talk about Billy. This is my little Bill, my big Bill, and also something to think about. When you're holding your piggies, a cuddle cup like this, or a cuddle sack, or some way like a fleece towel or a blanket, something like that, to wrap your piggies up and make them feel safe and secure. And also, if they decide that they have to pee, you won't get your shirt wet. So let's talk about Billy. Well, Billy was born at the rescue, and I've had him for almost 6.5 years. He was born just after Thanksgiving 2014. And I got him because I had another piggy that was not bonding well with other adults, and I thought, of course, the chances of him bonding with the baby are very good. So I got him to bond with my piggy Louie. Now that lasted for a few months, and then when Billy grew up, he started trying to assert his dominance, which can happen with baby piggies. In my experience, it's about a 50-50 chance, but some people have had better luck than I have. Billy, over the course of his life, he has lived with a number of other piggies. He's lived with Mike for a little while. When Billy is feeling really healthy and strong, he tends to be a little bit of a bully, a little bit of a dominant pig, especially over Mike, who is very submissive. I just want to let you know, so he is 6.5 years old, and my vet and Saskia at the rescue, she said, that he is in really great hands, and that most Cuis don't live to this old of an age, and that if he was with anyone else, he might not still be around. That being said, Billy has been on long-term heart meds for over a year, and he has a number of health issues that we can talk about. So he has been on heart medicine. He does have heart disease. It's being managed very well with the medicine, but unfortunately, there's really no cure, and so he has to take daily medicine. It's really important that you give your piggies vitamin C. That can prevent scurvy and prevent some of the causes of heart disease. But just like with people, guinea pigs are very susceptible to heart disease, and it's very common among guinea pigs. So I do have a video about heart disease. I'll put that right here. It's a long video, but it's very detailed, and I think it's definitely important, and it's a resource that I think everyone should watch and know that it exists. So not only does Billy have heart disease, but the last time he was there, Dr. Camphor at the Exotic Animal Vet Center, Dr. Camphor found a lump that is a cancerous lump. He's already over 6 years old. He does have heart disease, even though his heart is pretty strong, but she didn't think that an invasive surgery like that would really be something that he would be able to handle. So unfortunately, we're doing the best we can. I'm giving him the best life I can, and I'm giving him daily heart medicine, but there's really not much we can do about that. So this is Billy, and he's my old man of the group, and I love him very, very much. I've had him since he was a baby. And now it's just a matter of giving him the best life, the best quality of life, and, you know, just loving him as much as I can. So let's meet some of my other piggies. I love you, Bill. Oh, I love you so much. So here's Mikey. So here's Mike. Mike, I rescued from an animal shelter. If I remember correctly, it was the West LA Animal Shelter. I'm sorry, Mike. So over the course of the last year or so, Mike has developed a head tilt, which, based on x-rays, has something to do with the calcified bulla, which is a part of the inner ear. This is pretty common among guinea pigs. And at this point, I haven't really talked to anybody who knows how to cure this condition. He's still very happy. He's been doing well. He suffered from some tooth issues over the last couple months, but we got him. We're nursing him back to health. He's being very talkative right now. And I've been keeping a close eye, let me feel, on his teeth. He's very handsome. This coloring is called Silver Agouti Martin. Now, his belly is probably yellow. It's white. He has a white belly, and he has silver or gray agouti. And he is my handsome boy. So he's always been a very submissive boy. He's always been agreeable, and he'll always sort of get along with anybody that he's with. He doesn't really try to dominate. He's not really much of a humper. He's never really been very aggressive. However, if you bother him, he will definitely throw a nose punch or a nip. Let me see, how are you feeling? But he's been hanging out with Billy lately because Billy's hasn't been feeling well. Billy's actually seems like he's been doing really good lately since I went to the vet with him and we updated his meds. But he was having some trouble breathing and some kind of heavy breathing. Mikey likes to really weak for treats. He is a very demanding piggy, and if you surprise him with some veggies, he always purrs excitedly. So this is Mikey. He's my sweet, sweet boy. He is probably one of the sweetest guinea pigs I've ever known. And he's a little bit of a crybaby, not as bad as Nate, but he doesn't like to be annoyed. You doing okay? Okay, you've earned some treats. Yes, you've earned some treats. So that's Mikey. Here's little Pipsqueak. He already smells all the funky piggy butts in this cuddle cup. I always still feel like Pipsqueak is a wild teenager, but he's not really a teenager. I believe he's 3 years old already. And I got a call from an animal shelter, and they said that they had a pig that was very underweight and wasn't doing well, and that if I didn't pick them up, they were going to put him to sleep because he was not healthy. When I got there, it was Pipsqueak, and he did look a little underweight, but he was just fine. Pibby, don't chew on me. You're going to hurt me. Don't hurt me. So if I had to describe Pipsqueak, I would say he's rambunctious. He's really sweet. He hates being snuggled. He wants to be free. He is blind, and he does have a head tilt. Whether or not it's the same thing that has happened to Mike, I don't know. He's always been this way since I've had him, and I don't believe that I've ever gotten an x-ray. So, but if I did an x-ray, it might be that he has the same condition as Mike. Come on, be good. He's a crybaby when you try to hold him. He can't be contained. He's a wild, wild boy. And he loves his racetrack, and he loves being free. And it's been a pleasure to watch him run. He's a single boy. He has not been able to find a buddy yet because he always is sort of over rambunctious, over amorous, and he usually gets in a fight with whoever I try to have a play date with. Yes. But he's a really sweet boy, and he's one of those pigs that if I can catch, and I'd love to give him hugs and kisses, and he hates it, and that's the price he pays for unlimited hay and veggies. I know, you hate it. You hate the kisses. Come on. We're trying to learn a little bit more about you, Pipsqueak. Come on. Pipsqueak is, he steals the show in a lot of my videos because he's running around on his racetrack. But yes, I consider him to be sort of very rambunctious and kind of like a wild boy. But he is very sweet. Yes, you're sweet. And I steal hugs and kisses from him whenever I can. Right? And I believe he's full grown, even though he still seems very little. What? I'm sure he's full grown because he's 3 years old. Come on, why are you being so weird? Because he's blind, a lot of times when I hold him, he sort of flails or tries to just jump out of my arms because he doesn't really see where he's going. But I'm right here. Okay, I'll get you some treats. You've earned it. So this is Pipsqueak. Come on. Stop hiding.
Tune in next time to get to know the other piggies in the next episode of The Piggy Bunch. Here's the story of a guy named Scotty who had a house full of rescue pigs, each one of them cuter than the other. This is how they became the Piggy Bunch. The Piggy Bunch. The Piggy Bunch. This is how we became a Piggy Bunch.